On this episode of O'Fallon Matters, see how we're renewing O'Fallon, explore a Southside gem, and learn how filling out a simple form can save your life. All this and more next on O'Fallon Matters. If it were up to this group, every day in O'Fallon would be a special occasion. First off today on O'Fallon Matters, we're planning a trip with tourism and festivals to explore everything this department does for our community.
O'Fallon can always find a reason to celebrate. Throughout the year, music, food, history, and holidays inspire our community, and the dozens of festivals and events held around the city can fill any calendar. Whatever the season, O'Fallon is an exciting place for residents and visitors alike. But great events don't happen by chance. They're the result of weeks of planning and effort. Luckily, the Tourism and Festivals Department takes fun and celebrations seriously.
Tourism and Festivals is actually a division of Parks and Recreation. They're more of our umbrella, and within that we handle a variety of things. There's three pieces to us. One, of course, is our festival side of things, so it's a lot of the community events that are put on here. The next piece would be cultural arts. And then the third piece would be our tourism, our sites and attractions that we have here within the city of O'Fallon.
To kick off our deep dive into this department, let's take a look at the festival side of things, where Jennifer's small team puts together big events.
Festivals is probably the largest piece of what we do. The largest event that we do would be the O'Fallon Heritage and Freedom Fest. By tradition, it takes place over the 4th of July holiday. We have live main stage entertainment, carnival, food vendors, all sorts of activities. The community and way beyond will come out for this event. The next biggest event would be our Celebration of Lights, which takes place over the holidays. Fort Zumwalt Park will get transformed into a holiday winterland full of lights, and people absolutely love it. We're very strong with the variety of concerts we do, food trucks events that we do. We try to keep things diverse and move them throughout the different sides of the city.
Tourism is, unsurprisingly, also a large part of what Tourism and Festivals does. And they handle sites that preserve our city's past and connect us with our community's heritage.
Our proudest pieces that we have within tourism would be the history of O'Fallon. It does have deep roots and a lot of celebration, and part of that history can be found through our tours, through the Heald Home and Jacob Zumwalt's Fort. Those are probably our two biggest pieces. The next piece would be the Veterans Memorial Walk. We do have a lot of support that the city provides for our veterans. We have been recognized for that, and we celebrate and embrace that, and we want to make sure that that is shown, and that is part of the Veterans Memorial Walk.
Last but certainly not least, cultural arts plays a big role in tourism and festivals, with attractions that entertain theater lovers, art installations that beautify our parks, and so much more.
Cultural arts is a big piece of a new sculpture program that was started, and that's called Shape of Community. The O'Fallon Theater Works, and then also some of the programming on the recreation side for different types of classes and camps that are offered.
Each of these tourism and festivals programs brings in visitors and fosters a sense of community pride. Whether you're rocking out to free concerts all summer long with O'Fallon Jammin', or stepping back in time at O'Fallon's Founders Day event, you're taking part in something that makes O'Fallon that much better. Putting on all of these great events is a lot of hard, diligent work, and the Tourism and Festival staff plays a lot of roles while coordinating our city programs. They rely on assistance from a lot of other city departments. Parks and Rec staff help set up displays for Celebration of Lights, or assist with parking at ODay Concert in the Park. Volunteer Services supplies a steady stream of volunteers to OFallon's tree lighting ceremony and other events. And people from all over City Hall help out with Heritage and Freedom Fest. But all the effort pays off when they see families coming out and enjoying themselves as a community.
For me, it's really cool and special to see the outcome of all of our events because it's just all of our creativity and our ideas coming to life and seeing people enjoy it. For instance, I'm in charge of Celebration of Lights, and I really enjoy being out there hands-on with the guys, the park staff, putting together, building, painting scenes, and then to see people enjoy it and the kids get excited during walkthrough night and when they drive through, that's just really special, and they're appreciating our hard work.
We really focus on trying to give our community new ways of thinking. My job is to try to get our community to challenge themselves a little bit with the plays that we're selecting, that we're bringing in, with the artwork that we're selecting to put into the parks. The big thing about what I'm trying to do as the cultural art coordinator is to bring new experiences for our public so they can understand a broader aspect of what the world brings to us.
A majority of our events are free, which is really special for O'Fallon because you can go to any other town or city and they'll have multiple parks, but we're taking our parks and we're really using them. We're really taking all the resources that we have available and we're giving back to the community. So we're putting on safe events, we're putting on family-friendly events that reach out to just teens or just adults. We're trying to reach out to every demographic. And I think that is a really great thing that we do, and it gives me a reason to want to live in O'Fallon.
This department is all about community giveback. Their emphasis on free or low-cost events throughout the year and throughout the city make O'Fallon a special place to live.
O'Fallon has been recognized as one of the best places to live. It's also very much known for the community involvement and then also family friendly. And I feel like tourism and festivals is a big piece of that. We are able to offer community events that helps bring the community together, that we scale things around family involvement. We're on different sides of town, the north end, the south end. We really try to encompass all of that. So with that said, I feel like that is a big piece of why people want to live here. It's an extra benefit in which to call O'Fallon home.
This next story features a division of the O'Fallon Police Department that provides the community with animal welfare services, investigations, and parks protection. Joe Meyer has more.
The city of O'Fallon is consistently rated as one of the safest cities in America. Our dedicated officers not only protect us, but they serve residents in a variety of other areas. The Animal Control and Park Ranger section of the O'Fallon Police Department helps residents and animals in many ways, including rescuing animals in distress, reuniting lost pets and their owners, and responding to nuisance complaints. These dedicated rangers are more than just dog catchers. They're public servants with broad skills that include investigation and close coordination with other agencies. Rangers are important decision makers when laws and policies are developed that impact our community.
A park ranger really works with the citizens with a lot of different aspects. We're definitely present in the parks, making sure that everyone is following the correct ordinances and things like that. And we definitely help solve a lot of issues that are going on with animals and people in the parks as well.
And if we get any animal-related calls, we are called out to those as a priority due to, being a possibility of being a safety hazard to the public. We are patrolling parks first, and then if we get animal-related calls, we go to those.
Despite the challenges of the job, rangers lead with compassion for the people and animals they serve.
A lot of times we're there more for the animal welfare. We're there for the animals to make sure that they're safe. We're there to make sure that the citizens that live around the animal are happy. We're more of a problem solver. than your typical dog catcher that you see in the movies.
Did you know that rangers make appearances at community events? Their duties may include crowd control or educating youth about animal safety. From saving a lost dog to answering a complaint in our parks, every day is different for rangers.
We have a lot of park events that go on, pavilion rentals that we maintain and make sure that are going smoothly and running smoothly. Occasionally, parks may close down and because of flooding, and we'll have pavilions that were rented be switched to another pavilion, so we might tell that resident that their pavilion's being rented in another location now.
So next time you have an animal issue or need help in our parks, take comfort in knowing that our rangers will help you resolve any issue with dedication and professionalism.
If you're having an issue in regards to animals, or if you come to the park and you have an issue here at the park, we would ask you just to give the police department a call, dispatch at the 636-240-3200, and they would dispatch one of us and we would be able to help the situation. I would invite you also to check out our Facebook page. It's Park Rangers and Animal Control, City of O'Fallon. You can look up posts about lost pets or anything that we are doing. I would invite you to take a peek at that.
With so many beautiful parks in O'Fallon, it's hard to choose one in which to spend your time. This next story can help you make that decision. Here's everything you need to know about ODay Park.
ODay Park, O'Fallon's newest gem, is located just off Highway DD. The 57-acre park offers the area's first adventure playground. And your kids will quickly discover that this unique play experience has excitement around every corner. The park is also home to ODay Lodge, a premier meeting, banquet, and conference center, along with a beautiful outdoor amphitheater. ODay features all of these amenities, plus miles of paved natural paths. Plus, it's a gathering spot for families and friends, and best of all, it's yours. Now, let's take a tour of ODay Park. If you're looking to celebrate a special occasion or a corporate event, ODay Lodge offers all the amenities, including state-of-the-art technology and class or meeting space. And you'll be happy to know that there's an outdoor amphitheater for gatherings.
The best thing about ODay Lodge is this beautiful natural setting that we're in. It has huge windows, a beautiful deck that gets you kind of involved in the park setting. It has this great outdoor ceremony location which is surrounded by tons of trees and park area that makes it very private and natural feeling that most venues don't give you. At the lodge and the amphitheater, you can have your ceremony right outside and come straight in for the reception, which is very convenient for you and your guests.
Information and costs for renting the facility can be found at www.o'fallon.mo.us/ODay-Lodge. The pace picks up with the Adventure Playground, where unique play equipment invites kids to climb the rope course, gather together on group swings, and just have a great time on the wood log climbers and slides. You can watch your kid engage in water play in the O'Day Creek Experience area.
The water feature at ODay Park is kind of a unique one. It's more of a natural setting. It's got 3 different bubblers that come out of rocks, and then the water kind of flows down this creek through the playground area. It's a great place to cool off with your kids, so check it out.
Gather on the hillside below ODay Lodge to listen to free concerts, watch educational and theater performances, and experience other new and interesting outdoor events. Overnight camping for scout groups and organizations is also available at ODay Park. We have 2 large campsites that are nestled amongst the wooded area, and we can accommodate up to 25 campers each. Additional space is available for free. Picnic tables and access to restrooms, electricity, and water are also included in daily camping rates. And just this year, the City of O'Fallon received the Missouri Municipal League Innovation Award. This award was received for the design, construction, and execution of ODay Park. As you can see, there is something for everyone at ODay Park. So what are you waiting for? Join us for adventure, memories, and a breath of fresh air.
The City of O'Fallon is working on a multi-year effort to improve our city's aging infrastructure. Let's head over to the Forest Park subdivision for an update.
The Water and Sewer Department are working on replacing aging water lines in our city. Overseeing this project is Scott Brennan, Water Main Replacement Supervisor.
Currently we're working on the St. Joseph and Forest Park area. Once we're finished with that, which we're pretty much finished with the water, we'll be done with the water main replacement today, and we'll be going to services later this week and next week. After that, we'll go to St. Paul Court and finish up all the tie-ins there and the main, and we'll be finished with phase one of Forest Park. Once we finish up with Forest Park phase one, which we'll probably be finishing sometime in October, we'll get geared up and ready to go. Country Life is our next subdivision area we're going into. That's probably going to take us probably a year and a half, 2 years to get through that whole subdivision. Country Life will probably start in November 1st to mid-November. We'll get the notices out to residents on exactly when we're going to be starting that. The old piping currently right now is cast iron piping. It's some plastic, but we are using PVC plastic pipe for all of it. Also increasing the size of some of our mains from right now we're replacing the 4-inch main. It has now become an 8-inch main. Main transmission lines, such as from Main Street down St. Joseph to St. Margaret, is a 12-inch main. We're replacing with the higher capacity pipe and flow.
The work required to replace the water lines will keep Scott and his crew busy for a while.
We're currently in the second year of our program. In the next 18 years, we'll be replacing 18 miles of water main. It's nice that the city has this kind of funding to replace water mains. There's a lot of cities that can't afford to give up funding to replace aging infrastructure, and just happy that the city of O'Fallon is one of the few cities that can do that.
Scott and his crew follow detailed procedures for each project from start to finish.
The first thing we do is we call and locates, get the locates for the area we're going to be in, notify the residents that we'll be coming in and doing the work. We pretty much install the new main. It encompasses digging a trench and installing that. We get that done, we pressure test it and sample it and get that in service, and then after that we come back and we start hooking services onto the new main off the old main. Once that's complete, we're done and we discontinue the old main service and everybody's on a new water main then. After we're all done with that, with the services and everything, we have a restoration crew, an outside contractor restoration crew comes in. They come back in and do the sidewalks and the driveways, any asphalt needs to be done, yard work, until everything's restored.
If you have any further questions, give Scott a call at 636-379-7501 or email him at waterreplacement@ofallon.mo.us.
This next story is for all of us. Did you know that the St. Charles County Ambulance District has a free program that can save your life in the event of a medical emergency? All you need to do is fill out a form.
The St. Charles County Ambulance District offers residents several free life-saving programs. Every second counts, and paramedics want you to be prepared. The File of Life program is a free ambulance district form that can save valuable time in the event of an emergency.
File of Life is a program that the Ambulance District has had now for, close to 20 years. And it's evolved a little bit through the years, but at its core, it's a very simplistic program that can allow residents of St. Charles County to have some pertinent information ready to go for paramedics in the event that we ever need to come see you for any reason.
Now we know that we need to have certain info ready for paramedics. But what kind of information are they looking for? The St. Charles County Ambulance District asks that you fill out a medical information form that contains their pertinent medical history. The form is then placed in a clear, magnetic holder on the refrigerator.
It may not be possible to remember every medication that you take. It may not be possible to remember all of the medical conditions that you or a loved one may suffer from if it's a time of high anxiety and stress. So having all that charted out, ready to go for us is tremendously beneficial, and that's what File of Life enables residents to do.
Setting up your file is easy and takes no time at all.
The file is very easily arranged. It's easy to navigate, to fill out, and have everything ready to go. It's going to ask things like, what medical conditions do you suffer from? What medications do you take? Are there any medication allergies that we need to know about? All of those things are helpful bits of information for our paramedics to know and can kind of guide the course of treatment. And then the third part of the system is a little SCAD logo sticker that goes on the individual's front door, or on the storm door, or on a window near the front door. Really anywhere near that main entry to the house that will, as paramedics are walking into the home, they're going to notice our logo and say, oh, this resident participates in File of Life. File of Life is a completely free program that every resident of St. Charles County has access to. We have them available at all of our stations if you want to stop and pick one up, or we would be happy to get a couple in the mail out to you for everyone in your household. We don't mind at all.
For more information or to request a File of Life, please call 636-344-7600. And for those of you who already have a File of Life filled out, remember to keep those forms up to date.
Let's check out a project now underway at the wastewater treatment plant that will help O'Fallon's wastewater infrastructure for years to come.
Today we're here looking at the start of the wastewater treatment plant expansion project, which is a project at our city's treatment facility that treats all the sewage coming in from the city of O'Fallon, parts of Lake St. Louis, and even out to Wentzville. All that flow comes here. And we're having to upgrade the plant to meet new requirements with the Missouri Department of Natural Resources. One of the main things that we're looking to do with our treatment process is have a plant that treats for ammonia better. Ammonia is a pollutant that goes out into the river, and the current plant that was built in 1984 was not built to treat for ammonia. So the new plant is putting in a whole new treatment process.
Overseeing the wastewater treatment plant expansion project is Senior Plant Engineer Sean Singer.
The project's been awarded to River City Construction. It's an approximately 2-year project. They'll be starting earlier this week, and it goes till September of 2022. So one of the main features of the existing plant is the current biofilters along the Highway 79 that most people see. Those will be coming down at the end of the project. One of the new features of the project is main features along 79 is the B&R tanks, biological nutrient removal tanks, that will be approximately 200 feet long, 15 to 20 feet tall concrete structures. The purpose of the B&R tanks is to allow to create an environment for the bugs to actually treat the ammonia, remove the ammonia from the process, and meet our new permit requirements with Missouri Department of Natural Resources permit. In addition to the biological nutrient removal tanks, the B&R tanks, we will be building constructing a what's called a high flow discharge and cascade aeration system that'll allow us to discharge minimal times a year to Peru Creek during high flow events and wet weather events. That'll increase our flow from peak flows through the plant from 11.25 million gallons per day to roughly 6.5 million gallons per day. In addition to the new plant upgrade, we are doing a lot of renovations inside the existing plant as far as electrical upgrades go, mechanical upgrades to the existing plant as well to help the process that remains to continue working correctly.
The expansion project will also include the construction of a new office building.
Once this is finished, that'll allow some of the other staff to have offices to where they can be separated a little bit, give them a little more privacy while they're working on test results, reports, that sort of thing. Over the years we have grown and the facility has not. This will give us the room that we need to be able to do our jobs.
For more information on the wastewater treatment plant upgrades, visit ofallon.mo.us/city-projects.
Thanks for joining us today. If you have a good story idea, let us know. You can email us at OFallonTV@ofallon.mo.us. And please remember to stay safe and give back to your community. because O'Fallon matters to all of us.